everybody. It's Misfit with the Pros Airsoft group again. I'm here with another video. Today I'm going to be kind of talking through and explaining this whole Wildlands Fire and Fury event going on. As you can see here, there's the troop carrier vehicle here. I was part of the defensive team defending a crashed pilot site, or crashed helicopter site. The opposing team was supposed to rescue them, so we were stopping them from doing that. I was with the
push up,
guy that had a rocket, so he shot the troop carrier here, and then the enemy was supposed to offload, and we couldn't shoot them until they were completely offloaded. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna be talking through, getting, letting you guys know what happened, kind of walk you through each game, kind of just talking about the event in its entirety. It's probably gonna be a 3-part video just to break it up into the 3 different games that I played. I left a little early. I had missed the last game just because it was late, and I had been up very early that day, so I didn't want to be up any later than I had to. So that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We really appreciate the subscriptions. Those always come in handy. Try to get this Airsoft page, financially supported would be really nice. At least to break even, or at least to cover some of the costs of, going to games or buying BBs and whatnot. So anyway, subscribe. That's the biggest thing you guys can do, and interact and share. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I was part of the blue team, and the green team was the opposing team. They gave us these little light up armbands, kind of like the ones at there's the Rocketeer guy. He's dipping out. That was our squad leader, or our team leader, I should say. More on that later. Yeah, so we had our LED light up armbands. At least one of us, or at least one each on, I had it on my left arm, and then they gave us the some duct tape to put on the opposite arm, with the correct color, blue or green, whichever team you were on. There was quite a bit of people here. It was a lot of fun. It's my first Milsim-esque event. It was only one night, right? It wasn't some 3-day thing, which is fine. I've never really done a Milsim event, and I guess this is kind of like a baby Milsim event in its entirety. There was some organization, but not as much as I expected there to be. And I guess I'll talk about that now, and that's being with the team leaders. I don't know how green team went, but as far as blue team was concerned, our team leader was quiet, to put it simply. He didn't really make game plans. He didn't really assign things, right? There was a lot of people. There was probably at least 30-40 people on each team, and at that point you can kind of break up into smaller sectors, set up team leaders, or set up squad leaders, team leaders, whatnot, and have them organize and communicate through that. But that didn't really happen. I feel like some of the games could have gone better if they did, or at least had people more interested in just had more people interact with the game a little bit better, instead of just going and shooting and shooting whoever you find, right? We're defending, so there was no game plan of, hey, you take 5 people and set up a position here, and you go over here and set up a position there. There was none of that. It was just kind of like, hey, we're defending this, defend it, here's your spawn, if you die, go all the way back. And it's like, alright, cool. And then your limits, of course. So at first they told us it was only this map, the mountainside to the rear, kind of where you see that plane, and our spawn was in Firebase, which was you'll see a little bit later. And so that's what they said. They said, don't go into any other map. That's not what you're supposed to do. I was like, cool, that's fine. But yeah, that kind of fell apart a little bit later. You even see somebody yelling at one of the players a little bit later. You know, what are you doing in Junction? You're not supposed to be in Junction. And then like later there's just a bunch of people in Junction and nobody's saying anything. So it was like, okay, we just got completely flanked because we were told we couldn't, you know, nobody could be there, but whatever. We ended up winning. They didn't rescue their pilots as hard as they tried, but it is what it is. So that was nice. Yeah, here I'm just kind of shooting people. I'm using my EMG ICS Mark 18. Second time I've taken it out. Pretty solid gun. At this point, I had put a stronger spring in it to, you know, get a little bit closer to 400 or 410 FPS. And then I also changed the hop-up unit. So I put the max model hop-up from one of my previous guns just so I could, you know, I like those hop-up units. They're really nice and very easy to use and understand what, you know, if you got to add or if you got to go up or down. So that's why I put that there. Let's see what else. Yeah, so it's a short barrel. I wasn't really hitting much at this distance. I was just flinging rounds left, you know, just as much as I could, but I was not hitting anything. But that's my fault. I mean, I'm still kind of trying to get used to the gun and its capabilities. It's also pretty hard to see. As you can see, it's still bright out, so to a certain distance, the BBs are just disappearing. You will notice a little bit later because it was really hot. I kind of start leaning up. You see the camera start pointing more towards the sky, and that's because my goggles were just completely fogged up and I could not see anything. And there was like a tiny little spot where it wasn't as fogged, and that was at the bottom of the goggles, so I kind of just started leaning upwards. And that messed with my camera, but whatever. So yeah, they're just kind of coming in through one area, which made it really easy to defend.
Got it.
Not a big deal. Pretty cool that they added this like LMTV type vehicle, this troop transport vehicle. That was really interesting, really cool. And then that we had to like actually hit it with a rocket, you know, in order for it to stop. So it could have made it further. It's just we stopped it there. It wasn't designed to stop there. That's where we ended up shooting it down. So it was pretty interactive at that point. You know, it's an added barrier now. It's part of the map. So pretty cool. I mean, you weren't supposed to shoot at it. Another thing, like you said, you couldn't shoot at the people on it until they got 10 feet, like the last person got 10 feet away from the vehicle, and then you could start shooting at them. So, you know, whatever. So I'm making my way through these buildings, trying to get more towards where the enemy is, because there's like a big tree here. There's more cover. It's a little bit more open, so they're able to move. They're able to move a little bit more towards our position. We were also told that at a certain point of the mountain that it was off limits, and we said okay. And there was like this little hill with like a bunker on top of it, and we said, can we go there? And they said no. We're like, are you sure? And like, yep, no, you cannot go there. All right, whatever. It's a perfect place to set up like a. That's the building up there, up on that hill. It's like the perfect place to set up and just fling rounds and stop people from going there. But they said no, and eventually the enemy got up there. I think so. There they are. So they're up there. I'm not able to shoot him. This guy over here is not able to shoot him, but it is what it is. We eventually sent a team up there to stop them, or at least to distract them or eliminate them. Who knows what happened. But yeah, pretty fun. I think I spent like most of my magazines during this game. Like I said, I was just kind of flinging rounds and just shooting. It was hot, and then my gun got really hot, so I took it easy the rest of the night.
No, there's not. Filled with friendly.
So I'm just kind of sitting here trying to figure out what the heck to do. There's people coming up, people moving around. Maybe I could blind somebody with this flashlight. Pretty nice O light. I mean, for, you know, 2,000 lumens or something like that. So it gets in your eyes. You're definitely not going to see anything. So yeah, I think I'm starting to lean up a little bit here because of the fog. I'm just trying to see if I could see anything. So I hadn't put my anti-fog stuff on. There was RPS, this like airsoft store slash repair store that has like a mobile repair shop that was there and selling stuff, just kind of fixing people's things. Obviously they charge you, but you know, they were there, which is pretty cool. They were selling anti-fog stuff. I think Matrix paintball or airsoft. I think they do airsoft stuff too now, but yes, they do. The Matrix van was out there selling stuff, right? Selling equipment, selling guns, kind of doing a little thing there. There wasn't as many vendors as I expected there to be. I feel like Wildlands is very big and is capable of having really big events with great sponsors. I don't know, you know, what effort they did to go through with that, but also feel like there wasn't as many people as I was suspecting. There was a lot, but I definitely felt like there could have been more. And that could be part because there was a KWA Tactical League event, and that was over in Battle Lab in Ontario, which was like 30 minutes away from this park. So it's possible that they took customers from there, and, you know, people that would have gone here maybe went there. So that was unfortunate. I know this event was originally supposed to be somewhere else, or at a different day, and they moved it because another park was having another event, so they didn't want the two events stacked up on each other, and so they staggered them. And then KWA Tactical League did their announcement that they were doing their event on this day. So
what tree? Yeah, right by the tree,
I
by the
could see
cover.
that taking away not taking away customers, but kind of splitting up the fan base, and making people choose one or the other. So unfortunate. I would have liked to have seen way more people there. Like I said, I also would have liked to have seen some more leadership from the leadership. Like I said, I can't speak for Green Team. I know the guy that was the Green Team leader. He's like a regular ref at the park on weekends. His name's Tweety or something like that. He's pretty cool. He seems like a cool guy. I've never had a conversation with him, but it seems like a decent guy. I think he's prior military, so I mean, he's got some sort of experience in regards to that. The Green Team or the Blue Team leader, my team leader, I don't know nothing about him. I know he's there on most weekends, and I've never had a conversation with the guy. I've never really heard him speak. He hardly spoke this night, so I don't know. He could be prior military. I mean, he dresses and kind of acts like it, so who knows. But in regards to like leadership and stuff, I just wasn't seeing that. So that's okay. Not, you know, it's not for everybody. It's just, you know, if somebody's gonna assign you as a team leader, then kind of people expect you to lead and, you know, speak and give orders and organize and plan. So that's just me. I don't know. It's just, there was a couple times where it's like, all right, let's just kind of make our own little plan and go from there. And that was kind of in the later games. This first game was like a test run to see how things were going to go. And I think it went all right. It was pretty fun. So there's a guy over there in that barrier. I'm blasting at him. He's not. Either I'm not hitting him or he's not calling his hits. I don't know. There was quite a bit of that throughout the night, especially during the dark, but got a little easier to see because tracer rounds, but you know how people are. There I got hit. Ooh, there I am. Blue first death of the night. Thought there was a guy in the building with me. Guess not. I think he's right up ahead anyway. So, yeah, so here's kind of to show you guys the spawn that they set for us. So I died, and like I'm at the front line. I'm where people are. So I'm walking. I had to speed this section up like by 2 times just to show you guys, like, I'm walking. I'm not like speed walking. I'm not running. I'm just kind of like walking, catch my breath. You know, so I'm not trying to tire myself out. It's just the beginning of the game or the beginning of the match. So Here we are. I'm crossing into Firebase, which is a different map. Like I said, they used the different map locations for as one giant map, basically. So there's that trailer there. Oh, they got, I think this. They got my buddy here too. So, oh yeah, I did get to meet a subscriber. Shout out to you, Ruben, for meeting me out there. He was also the winner of the Terran Tactical Sand Viper, and he just so happened that he's a local Southern California guy. He wasn't too far from wildlands, so he got to meet me out here, and I gave him his gun, and we ended up playing together. We were on the same team, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Really cool guy. Hopefully we can get some more games in.
Yeah, I got a bunch too.
Always good meeting nice people. That was another thing. A lot of the people, I ended up parking like by a bunch of the blue team, and great guys, honestly. Like, nobody was being mean. Nobody was like, oh, you're using that gun, or like, oh, that's a lame gun. Like, contrary, everyone was just like, hey man, that's some cool gear. Everyone was just being really nice, you know, joking around with each other. That's a nice gun, you know, whatever, this and that, joking around. So it was a great environment in regards to like the teams. There was like no fighting amongst the teams. You know, there was a couple moments that I know where,
we got a bunch of people right here, you know, pushing that way.
On the opposite team weren't calling.
What are they shooting at?
And, you know, things were getting a little heated, but for the most part, it was a pretty calm night. I don't think anybody got
there's enemies over there.
And yeah, I just want to say it was a great crowd. If you're out there and you saw me or whatever, then you know, probably
because they were in there at the beginning and then the ref was telling them to get out.
Yep, it was a good time. Everyone,
I'm confused.
From what I was noticing, was having a good time. So here we are. Yeah, I think we're talking about like, hey dude, why are there people like over there? And there was a whole squad over in Junction, even though someone had just yelled don't be in Junction. There was people in Junction. So now we have people coming from our right and people coming from our left, even though we were told nobody's supposed to go to the left. So I think it was just like a little bit of miscommunication between the staff and setting up those boundaries. But I mean, not that big of a deal. It's just like, okay, we'll just readjust and figure it out from there. Not that bad. So here I am. I'm coming back up into the building that I was in. See, this guy is moving towards to clear that building, so I decide I'm gonna go and give him a hand. So we get over. So these buildings, you know, they're not like actual buildings, right? They're not like actual structures where like things kind of make sense. They're just kind of walls and barriers kind of put up. So it's really hard to clear these kinds of buildings because they don't really make sense, right? Like, here's a left and a left turn. Like, nobody's gonna set that up. So also, I don't know how he didn't get hit, but I got hit. As soon as I crossed that hallway, I'm just dead. So that was that. They had their little firefight after that. So I don't know who ended up winning, but here I am spawned again. As you can see, the camera's pointing upwards. I should have fixed it. At least I should have moved it, but you know, when you're high, you can't see. There, I'll get hit again.
Up on the hill, bro. To your right. To your right.
Jesus Christ. It's like,
badass flashlight.
He's to the right. What the hell? So,
hey, he can't be on
again,
our spawn.
like, there's a guy right on our spawn. There's no way he could have snuck through this like open field without one of our guys noticing him. So he flanked all the way left and then just like pinned him and like down through Babylon and then into Firebase.
Great.
So, you know, once again, where are these guys coming from? We were told not to go there, so we didn't have a defense set up there, and you know, we're getting hit, and he's basically on our spawn. That hill that he's on has a clear line of sight towards the spawn point. I don't think he was hitting anybody. I think he was waiting for people to get to a certain point. That way he wasn't called out, but I still think that's kind of unfair to a certain point, especially when we were told, hey, don't. So here we go. We're going to go hunt and kill this guy. I'm gassed at this point. This is a steep hill. Wearing all this gear, wearing a face mask. Nothing. So, well, it's fun in a different way, right? It's fun in that it sucks and gets you tired. So here we are. The guy left. Wasn't there. Who knows where he went? He probably retreated back. Saw like people getting ready to go find him. So he said, "Hell no, I'm getting out of here." So now that this is in play, well, let's do something with it.
You got scared. He knew it was
Keep an
coming.
eye out.
There he is.
See where everyone's at. There's people down there by the bus. Camera just gets completely stuck.
By the bus?
Reload maybe. I gotta be running super low on ammo at this point. I think I got maybe like 2 magazines left. And yeah, a lot of rounds. So somebody said that there was like a left side pinned down, so yeah, I'm just trying to
Down on the top of this
see where these people are at.
we
But
have them pinned on the left.
yeah, we were told, hey, no, that's not in play. That's not.
You
in
wanna
play.
flank 'em?
People aren't gonna be over there.
Let's go.
Lo and behold, there's people over there.
Oh shit, careful.
Oh, that's a nice view though.
Go down to there. What?
Sunset.
You're good. You're good.
Clear sky.
Keep moving.
It's so pretty. Here we go. You know, if they want to flank us, we'll flank them. Screw it. Got that team on the left of us. Me and this guy are gonna go and try to clear the right. And yeah, like I said, overall, pretty good event. Had a lot of fun. I think it was like 25 acres total of battlefield area, I guess.
Pulling right.
So I'll take a little bit further right. Try to find this guy over here. And I spotted him a little too late, literally a second late. Boom. There he is. Thankfully, my teammate was right there, so he's a little bit more tucked into the corner. Who knows who ended up winning that, but I think that's the last time. I don't know what happened to the rest of my videos. I have like videos in the dark, but there's like, I know there's more footage to this. It's just disappeared for whatever reason. But that's basically the end of this video for this section or this game. I'll be making separate videos for the other games. Yeah, I think that's really it. You know, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, this is it. Anyway, all right. So, like I said, I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.
Out of ammo.
That and I'm just dead tired.